And only matter. Push it up by Dominic Simone. He comes up and it's going to be an icing play. And was again with it. And here is Simone shooting. He missed on the glove hand side of Carey Price. 35, 40 feet out. And Montreal takes the puck. That's a long lead pass. A battle to see who gets there first. And Dumoulin stretches out to beat Shaw to get an icing call against the Montreal Canadiens.
Well, it's pretty evident, partner.
Yeah.
Just what we thought about the speed of the Montreal Canadiens. We talked about it. We said it was evident in their first game in Toronto against the Leafs, a game they lost in overtime. And they have brought their skating shoes here, and the Penguins have not.
Barely Sheahan on the draw here in the Canadian zone. Well, now you've got a 3-0 deficit, and you're facing Carey Price the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Not going to be easy.
You need 4 to win against Price.
Here is Dumoulin trying to get it to the net from the face-off. That one off a stick, and then the net above the goaltenders, above the glass.
Good thing is, lots of time left. 14-16 left here in the second period. But in this period, in this first 5 minutes and 44 seconds, Mikey, the Penguins, I think that's just their second shot on Carey Price.
Sheahan waved out. Cullen comes on with Daniel Strong in his right wing. Comes back to the tang, and a shot here as he sets up Dumoulin over the shoulder of Carey Price. Penguins trying to drag it back towards the front of the net. But the Canadiens won't let that happen. They burst out of their own end, coming to center. They cough it up. Comes screen right back to the Canadiens. In the high slot, they shoot it towards the net. Domi with a screen there on Murray, but he still stamps it and holds on. Max Domi having a terrific game here for the Canadiens. And we have a 3-0 lead for Montreal. 13:55 to go in the second. And we return in a moment on the Penguins Hockey Network, all presented by SNG Bank.
KeyBank makes it easy to manage your money anytime, anywhere. I am crushed for time. KeyBank can help. How? And how soon? You have a smartphone? I have to. It keeps me organized. Download the KeyBank mobile app and then use your phone to deposit checks on the go, transfer money, even pay bills automatically. Awesome. And now get $300 when you open a KeyBank premium checking account with a qualifying direct deposit. Service charges and balance requirements apply. Offer details at key.com/get300 or your local branch. KeyBank. Member FDIC.
This Pittsburgh Penguins moment is brought to you by the officers, members, and families of local union number 4 communication needs of commercial, industrial, and residential customers. We offer a state-of-the-art training center that is second to none and internationally recognized. Local union number 5 of the IBEW will be here to stand by you for all your electrical installation needs today and well into the future. Our members proudly show their hometown pride supporting the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Is there not enough room in your house for the family to watch the game together? Is going to the bar less than ideal because someone is always talking during the big plays? You don't have to keep dealing with it. It's time to move. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, the preferred realty, can help whether you're a first-time home buyer, need more room for a growing family, downsizing, or just looking for a home with the perfect spot to watch all the Penguins hockey games. Go to www.thepreferredrealty.com to start your real estate journey today.
You're listening to the National Hockey League live on Sirius XM Radio.
Paul Byron with a 2-goal night.
Paul Byron was looking for a job a couple years ago, Mikey. He was on a tryout basis in Calgary.
Yeah.
Didn't have work, couldn't find a job.
Yeah.
So he came on a tryout. And I tell you, it's a great story. Just rewarded with a new 3-year contract by Marc Bergevin here in Montreal.
Originally with the Buffalo Sabres, and then he was part of that deal at Robin Regehr to Buffalo.
That was a while ago.
Face off here at the Canadiens line. Philip Deneau. Only on the right side against Hagelin of the Penguins. Often Kessel and Hagelin, the trio out for the Penguins. Deneau working here on the right wing. Canadiens leading by 3. Here's a steal by Hagelin. Goes over to Kessel. Wrist shot. And I think Price got a piece of that. They
Get
cut
the
the pipe.
post, yes.
Hagman again. Trying to center it in front. It comes in the air and still loose around the net. It's Penguins. Kessel can't find it. Armia trying to get a free. Kessel steals from him. Trying to center it for Hagman. And what a play, really. A very subtle, cool play by Carey Price to come over and cut off the pass by Kessel. Didn't allow him to get out to Hagman. Boy, that's pretty smart and wise and talented goaltending to be able to do that.
One of the few times this game where the Penguins have been in a full court press, forcing the Habs to turn the puck over. And they just didn't get the bounce that time as a Kessel shot from the slot. Beat Carey Price to the blocker, but couldn't beat the iron.
Again, trying to jam it in after a face-off Montreal. Penguins sweeping it towards the net. Crosby missed. Canadiens must get possession to kill the man advantage. Penguins have pulled their goaltender, but Domi, he didn't touch it. He overskated it, and the Penguins still have the man advantage right now. Marching ahead will be Dumoulin with Gallagher all over him. Pass is finally to Chris Letang, still in Penguin territory. Looks for Crosby, gets it to Malkin. He enters his zone, left side over to Gensel, pulls the trigger and missed. Crosby plays it up the sideboards and is now grabbed by the Canadiens, and they'll be shorthanded. So you might really be in a real critical part of this hockey game right now for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And it's Ouellette going to the box. .732.
Yeah, you're right, Mikey. The Penguins have tilted the ice in their favor, but they need a result. I mean, it's great to get the momentum back, but when you're down 3-0, and you've mounted an attack, you need to get this crowd into it and feel good about yourself.
Penguins with an IGS Energy power play, and Malkin with the puck and the Canadiens in after a face-off win goes to Letang, left side to Phil Kessel in the slot. Triggerette by Horquist, stopped by Price, who's got a stick on it, and the Canadiens shuffle it back to center. Penalty killer out here, Lehkonen and Deneau, and they go off now as Letang drags it from his own end. Pressured by Armia, and he gets it back down to center and drops it over to Malkin. Zigzag into the Canadiens' end on the right side, going full board to the net. Stick check on the puck, sends it away from him, but he comes back to get it behind the net. Roll it around to the left point. Effort there by the Penguins to keep it in. They can't. Byron looking for the hat trick. Lead pass to Armia. Runs into the tag. And Armia still now turns over as a man wide open in front. Byron, he's faster behind him. Penguins burst out. They're on a power play. Coming to the Canadiens in, Crosby got a man in front, trying to feed him there. Hornquist couldn't get it on his stick. And the Canadiens from behind the net whistled hard at Price. 40 then did the job there.
Sid's going to stay on the ice. Only one from the first unit.
48 seconds left. Jack Johnson, right side pass. Sid does go to the bench now. Turned into the right wing corner. Two Canadiens there. They've got the puck, and bye-bye, baby. Away it goes, down to the Penguin zone. 3-0 Montreal, 9 minutes into period number 2. The Penguins desperately trying to get back into the game, and it goes right wing over to Gensel. Comes the left-hander shooter, stops, breaks on. Right point over to Justin Schultz. Schultz to Jack Johnson of the Penguins. Skates laterally from the left point to the center point. Right side to Schultz, comes in, drags it, shoots it, saved, rebound, and it pops free, and it goes right there, and a good effort by Andrew Shaw to get it by Penguin point man, Jack Johnson.
What an effort that was. Belly first, dives with the stick before Johnson could keep the play alive. If he misses that puck, Penguins have a 3-on-1 on Carey Price.
Penguins don't score in the power play. Here comes Brassard. Brassard into the zone. Daniel Sprong. Throw it in behind the net. Ole Matta has it. Centered it down. Man going to the goal. Collin, but he couldn't get it to his stick. And he's blocked it off. And Juleson backhands it away to the Penguin strike. They're trying to establish themselves. They come hard down the left wing. Here's Russ trying to go to the net, trying to flick a little pass in front. And a good play by Riley to block it. Picked up by Cullen. Another pass goes to Russ. Drag it around to the right side. And his pass intended for Oleksiak. Just off the boards and down the ice he goes. Only Matta back to scoop it up. Clear it out here with Oleksiak. Rip it back into the Canadiens end. The Canadiens Mete defensively. It's off this stick of a check by Sheehan, but the Canadiens get it. Full stride now to center is Philip Deneau. Deneau Carries it in deep. Went behind the net. Matang with a 3-0 deficit. Lost control of it. Thomas to Dodge. This pass out, and Kessel steals up for Carl Hagel. Comes hard to the Canadiens' end. Puts the brakes on. Shoots it towards the net. It deflects and goes in behind the goal. Malkin finds it. Malkin one-arms it around. Pressured here by the shorter. Back to Malkin in front. The puck rolls in on Price, and he's got that puck underneath him. The puck got free, but the whistle had sounded. And we get a stop in play. Carey Price holding the fort right now for the Canadiens. 8:54 to go in the second. 3-0 Montreal on the Penguins Hockey Network, all presented by S&T Bank.
MLB Network Radio.
Remember, kid, heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Unbelievable! A home run for Gibson! I don't believe what I just saw!
Who will be the next legend?
The Dodgers win! We're the hero tonight!
Find out this October.
World Series champions!
Hear every pitch of postseason baseball on MLB Network Radio, Sirius 209, XM 89.
Phil Wharton here. Falling asleep at work? Before your head smashes the desk, here's help. Sit up straight. Exhale as you lower your head, chin to chest. Inhale as you return to start position. Repeat for 10 reps. Use as needed throughout your day. For videos and more information, go to whartonhealth.com.
Every NFL game is on Sirius XM. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, the Ravens visit Baker Mayfield and the Browns. Listen to the Ravens broadcast on Sirius 125 XM 389 or the Browns broadcast on Sirius 119 XM 229. Also at 1 p.m. Eastern, the Packers take on the Lions. Enjoy the Packers call on Sirius 103 XM 390 or the Lions call on Sirius 146 XM 230. And streaming on your phone and on Sirius XM connected devices and speakers.
You're listening to the National Hockey League live on Sirius XM.
Wanted to make mention that former Penguin defenseman Lyle Overline, who also played for the Montreal Canadiens, recovering from a very, very big operation, 3 transplants at one time. Wow. Amazing story, really. And makes his home here in Pittsburgh, and he'll be going to Montreal in 1993. He played for the Canadiens and is a cup winner. And he's going to a big celebration next Thursday in Montreal for their opener, and he'll be there.
He's healthy enough to travel.
Apparently he is.
That's awesome.
So that's a great story. I've been pretty kind of know what's been going on. He's been getting better along the way, and it was a very touch-and-go situation for him. Here comes Byron, and we're wishing the very best, and he'll probably smile big time. Here comes Malkin. Trying to get in around Jordy Ben, but Ben does a good job of closing him off. Ball Byron and the Canadiens. Sweep it back towards Penguin territory. And it'll be Justin Schultz, Penguin defenseman. Onto the neutral zone. And the puck gun here to the left side, picked up here by the Canadiens, and they now will burst out. Then shoot it up into the fans' end. It's grabbed here by Ole Madden. With the stick of Sidney Glumpy, trying to play it up the boards and move in, but it was deflected and went into the runway, headed to the Penguin locker room.
Partner, are you a little surprised that Mike Sullivan hasn't changed anything? Lines, anything. He's just rolling them over. He's sprinkling in his fourth line, not as much as you would imagine with the Penguins down 3 goals, but over the last little while, Mike Sullivan has not been shy at all. When he sees something he doesn't like, he usually changes the lines very quickly.
Here comes Patrick Hornquist, hopping back into the Canadiens' end. Looks for Gensel in front of the net. The pass just avoided his stick.
Philip down there at the very last second. Otherwise, there was a backdoor tap for Jake Gensel.
And the Penguins scores to their end onto the rink. Hornquist plays it. It went to Gallagher, and he tried to center. Then got a blade. And the Penguins retain the puck. Up center, Crosby finds Ole Manor, drives to the net, leaves it for Gensel. Goes cross rink. And the Emmy trying to get the puck away. Crosby forces it to the point, but it comes out of the zone. And Matang has to step back and go get everything. Pass is picked off here by the Canadiens, and they're offside, entering the Penguin zone.
Boy, that could have been disastrous there. That's a simple play that Crystal Tang needs to make 100 out of 100 times. It's D-to-D pass. And he put it so far ahead of Brian Dumoulin that it came off the boards, and Dumoulin was just flat-footed, and he was trouble. He had 3 white jerseys in his face. But it's not fair of Crystal Tang to put Brian Dumoulin in that position on a simple 20-foot D-to-D pass. Details, 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 and that's what's been lacking the Penguins game here.
Pushed it hard back into the Canadiens in. We got a penalty coming up here. It's going to go against Montreal. Dumoulin to the right side. Off comes Murray. The Penguins again put the extra attacker on here. The Canadiens must get to the puck and get possession. The power play may be coming up here. If the Penguins score in this situation, it would be waved off. And here comes Brassard dancing with it to the Canadiens end, but he had the puck picked off a stick, and that stops play. And the Canadiens short-handed again for the 3rd time in the game.
Montreal number 50, my penalty for hooking.
Dr. Niemi's going to go to the penalty box again.
Sperry, Cockman, Niemi. The hook into the hands of Dominic Simon. Okay, I love the work ethic of Dominic Simon, but I need the next level from Dom. I need results. The hard work and all that's great, but at some point, you got to put the biscuit in the basket.
Top unit on here. Tang and Kessel. Control it, comes right side, and a shot by Crosby avoids the goal. So hard it went off the board and skips all the way back to the Penguin blue line. Tang feathers it up for Evgeny Moore from the bench center. So Hornquist leaves a point of the Canadiens in for Kessel. Waiter right behind the net. Price has it to the defenseman, and away it goes again. Price is just a general back there in that net area right now.
Mike, yeah, I'd love to put a heart monitor on him because I don't think it gets over 40. He's just so calm and cool back there. They really hardly ever see him overextend himself.
And here comes Tang, and he lost control of it, and the Canadiens have it. They head through center. Paul Byron. Byron short-handed. Armia in front, short-handed goal. Joel Armia will get the goal, and the Canadiens have a 4-0 lead.
Mikey, I hate to say this, Evgeny Malkin just gave up on the play. He didn't think that Byron could make this pass. So you had Kessel and Malkin both back playing defense. It's a 2-on-2. Kessel, I thought, did a pretty good job of forcing Byron outside the dot. So he's on his backhand. He's not going to score from there. But at that point, Evgeny Malkin gave up on number 40, Joel Armia, and it was just a perfect backhand pass. From Byron to Armia, he chips it up over Matt Murray, and it's 4-0 Habs.
So the Penguins now have to chase back. After giving up 6 against the Capitals on Thursday, they've allowed 4 now. We haven't finished the second period. And here comes Gensel, back on the power play for the Pens. They still have 47 seconds to go. To the left point to Jack Johnson. Hurry it over to Schultz. Looks, shoots it towards the net, blocked. Picked up by Schultz. He turns, shoots it off. Price. Rebound comes over to Jack Johnson. Feeds it to Brassard, to Johnson again. Right side to Schultz with his head up. Skates in. Drop it from Brassard. Has a chance in front. Redirect by Gensel. And he missed the net.
Had a wide open net, but it was on the backhand too hard. He couldn't control it and tap it into the empty cage.
Johnson shoots it towards the goal. That's going to be deflected. It comes over to the near side. The Canadiens have it. Nice with 9 seconds to go on a penalty to Montreal. Niemi's going to get out of that penalty box. And last time he came out, you got to be careful. It is Cullen carrying the mail to the right side over to Riley Shahan. Rust out here too on this line. And Sprong takes a seat. And the Pens in Denny for it. Centered in front. Turning and shooting to the number 2. And that is Shahan, but a stop by Price. Alexia finds the biscuit. Put it behind the net. Battle for it. And there is Carey Price to hold on and keep the puck. With 4:21 left here. In period number 2. And it is a 4-0 Montreal lead on the Penguins Hockey Network. All presented by S&T Bank.
When it's time to get your new hardwood floor, trust the people over 2 million families trust. The flooring experts at Lumber Liquidators. Since flooring is all we do, we can help you get it done for less. Choose from more than 400 varieties of pre-finished hardwood, bamboo, laminate, and waterproof flooring, all in the latest styles. Plus, get professional installation nationwide. Visit your local Lumber Liquidators store, lumberliquidators.com, or call 1-800-HARDWOOD today. Lumber Liquidators. Beautiful floors for less.
Hockey's unpredictable. Big hits, breakaways, that's what makes it exciting. But when it comes to your health insurance, you don't want excitement. You want a sure thing you can count on. And that's Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. For coverage that travels with you, plus access to care close to home, count on Blue. If you want excitement, watch the Penguins. For coverage that's always there for you, count on Blue. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, official and exclusive healthcare plan of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Applicable for most employer plans. Check member materials for details.
In the 1860s, we, the energy pioneers, were challenged to fuel a new industrial age. We innovated to power a new emerging Pittsburgh that would be hailed as a global model of industrial progress.
Today, we continue pioneering new high-tech energy solutions. With the largest natural gas fields in the world right here, CNX is providing cleaner, more responsible energy for a new Pittsburgh and fueling the community with new jobs averaging $129,000 annually. CNX, new energy, new promise.
You're listening to the National Hockey League live on Sirius XM.
And the Penguins trailing 4-0. You were talking about Carey Price. Got 286 wins, so he's probably going to hit 300 this year. It's interesting to me, Borky, that back in 2009-10, when the Canadiens were in the playoffs, and working when Yaroslav Halak had such a big year, and the big debate was to whether or not Carey Price would stay with Montreal or Yaroslav Halak.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I do remember that.
Really. And most people were really torn on the issue. Here comes Gallagher. And Halak was the man that ended up getting traded to the St. Louis Blues.
And that was the year they beat the Penguins in the playoffs. Halak was tremendous.
Yeah.
And Carey Price was the backup. Yeah, I remember it clearly.
The thing that stands out of my mind so much is that they were all, including the media, about the demeanor of Price, like as if he didn't care, and is that type of situation. And he's a quiet guy. He's not that type of person everybody wants him to be,
Well, when we get a break, I want to tell you a story that I remember from it, but it'll take too long, and we'll get it for a timeout here.
A 4-0 game, we'd be having a little more time we usually do. Here is second into a sparkle tonight for the Canadiens, and the Ben's capture. Sheahan back to Dumoulin, goes to the tang, and up to Sheahan. Couldn't get around Druin, but now turns back and gets the puck again and slams it into the zone. And Price again with that active goaltender stick, plays it up. And the Canadiens are out of their own zone just like that. Penguins come back in looking for more. Daniel Sprong with the left point to the tang. Shoots that puck, that's a good save. Rebound score. There's Sheahan with the big first goal of the night. And the Penguins make it 4-1. Larry Sheahan camped out in front with that 6'3" frame. And he throws it by Price to make it a 4-1 game.
All right, here we go, baby. We got some life. The patient is alive, and we have... This all starts with Daniel Sprong. A nice little stutter step move when he gets into the zone. A spinorama. Beautiful pass to Chris Letang. I like Chris Letang's shot selection. It's a hard wrister, which gave Matt Cullen a chance on the deflection. Carey Price has to make a quick reflex pad save off of that deflection. And then at that moment, Riley Sheahan gets away from his check, Victor Mete, and is able to pump in the rebound over the stretched out Carey Price. It's now 4-1.
Penguins now trying to keep the motor going as they blast it up in with 2.5 minutes left here in the second period. 4-1 Montreal. Philip Deneau gathers it in for Montreal from his own end. Goes on that left side, and the Canadiens again with Ben snapping the puck into the Penguins' head. Pittsburgh able to corral it. Gensel onto the stick of Hornquist. Shoots at long range from outside the blue line on Price. The rebound comes off. Gensel missed on an attempted chance. Canadiens drag it back to center ice. Manoa to the Penguins line, lost it. Penguins again on the Crosby, a touch pass to Hornquist, comes in and shoots it. That's off the glove hand side of Price. Ends up around, maybe came off his glove and went into the netting.
Yeah, they're going to say it went off the glass, off the netting, back into play.
Tang and Sprong on the assist for the Sheahan goal.
Let me squeeze this story in here real quick, Mike, because we're 155 left. I remember just being around the Habs in that playoff series in 2010 when Price was the backup. The extras were all skating. Remember Sergei Kostitsyn?
Yes.
Yeah, he was an extra, and they were all skating, and Kostitsyn was really slacking. He just loafing around on the ice, and Price lost his mind. We have a face-off here a penalty on the Penguins off the face-off, and it looks like Carl Hagelin is making the skate of shame. But to finish this story,
62 Pittsburgh, it's a 2-minute minor penalty.
Price was not happy that he wasn't playing. Kostitsyn was just floating around. He wasn't working his butt off the way Price was. And I remember Price unloading on him verbally. Just one side, and the media got a hold of it, and they thought that Price was just this combative, disgruntled player. And I thought, no, this guy really cares. He was yelling at Kostitsyn because he wasn't preparing himself in case he went into the lineup. And next year he became the #1 guy, and really he's been the #1 guy since.
All right, the Penguins short-handed here in a Coppers penalty kill. Canadiens lead 4-1. They set up shop here as they drill it to the right wing corner. And the second penalty against the Penguins. Carl Hagelin to the box. And the Canadiens set it up center point to Petrie, near side. Tatar shoots it, jumps off the stick of Murray and up in the air, and he grabs it and holds on. And Brandon Gallagher right in there again. Now you know what it's like when Patrick Hornquist is in front of him.
Yeah, that is Patrick Hornquist light, if you will. As Matt Murray, the puck bounced up in the air over the shoulders of Matt Murray. He calmly gloved it, and Gallagher just never gave it up on the play. He took a whack at Murray's glove, trying to dislodge the puck, and then he felt the wrath of Chris Letang and Brian Dumoulin.
I like what Dumoulin did. He 6'4", towers over Gallagher. Just took him up against the boards and held him. He didn't get crazy, just was smart. What are you going to do? I mean, if you start going against a guy like that, Forky, then all of a sudden he looks like a fool. So Gallagher just plays the game hard. Penguins win the draw, and they slap it back into the Canadiens' end. Minute 19 to go here in this second period. We'll go by that clock. The penalty would carry to the third if they don't score. 4-1 Montreal, and they drag it to the Penguins' end, and Gallagher on the near side takes a bump from Olinata. Now leaves it for Tatar, but he made a play that gave the Penguins the puck. And Brassard slaps it up ice. Brassard's going to come off here quickly. The Penguins need to make a hurry change. The Canadiens drive hard with under a minute to go in the period. And Petrie around those boards. Circles it around here to the right point. Max Domi. Wheel and deal. Makes the pass. He's got already better hands than his father ever did. And there's Scotty Hemming on the left side, setting up the play, and the slapper misses the goal. And we couldn't get it home. Penguins force it back to the Canadiens' end. And there is Price right out of the net, quickly to feed it up ahead. To the right wing side, coming in. Domi again stops. Makes a nice pass center point. That take goes to the left wing boards. Canadiens in digging for it. Andrew Shaw. It pops free, and the Penguins have it. Down the right side comes Lutz. He's got to step on that thing. Russ going short-handed to the net. Shoots the puck. And where did it go? It came off of Price and went into the near corner.
Price got the very tip of his glove as Brian Russ pulled the trigger at the very last second after he beat Mete to the net.
And the period comes to an end. The penalty will have 9 seconds left on it to carry over into the third. The Canadiens scored 2 more. The Penguins get 1 at the end of 40 minutes. It is 4-1 Montreal. Don't forget to tweet the old 2-9er at Penguins Live. If you've got a question, Brian Metzer and the old 2-9er will answer it. That's coming up in just a moment. And a recap, too, on the Penguins Hockey Network, and all presented by S&T Bank.
Shop and save. A proud sponsor of the Penguins Radio Network. Nothing cranks up the excitement of a Penguins
Penguins game like seats at pt.2 Arena. And nothing gets you in like Ticketmaster verified tickets from Ticketmaster.com/NHL. Take your pick of seats for every game. Put on your black and gold and help give your team the home ice advantage this season. With Ticketmaster verified tickets, you're guaranteed to get in, so nothing can come between you and heart-pounding action on the ice. In the stands, on the edge of your seat, cheering for the win with your fellow Penguins fans. Your seats are guaranteed with Ticketmaster verified tickets at Ticketmaster.com/NHL.
Care Learning Centers for Early Education Professionals has been providing quality child care and preschool education for over 30 years. To find a Care school near you, visit earlyeducationpros.org. Care Learning Centers is the child care provider of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Celebrate game day with a Dairy Queen ice cream cake. Layers of deep cube vanilla and chocolate soft serve around a fudge and crunch center, topped with the Penguins logo. Scrum delicious? This is Colby Armstrong, and I think so.
Okay, Borky, it's time to hand out another S&T Star of the Game.
Well, my star goes to all the loan officers at S&T Bank.
And why did they earn that honor?
That whole team is responsive, friendly, and they just know how to get loans landed.
Can they help with mortgages?
Yes.
What about home equity loans?
Absolutely.
Auto loans?
Approved.
Can I buy a new Zamboni?
I don't know about that, but we can find out by calling 1-800-325-2265. S&T Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
We've obtained the record results in almost every field of law. And other attorneys can't say we've had the largest verdict in this field. We can. We've done these things. We've tried these cases. We've gotten the big results. We've gotten the big verdicts. That sets us apart. I think that says something to insurance companies. It says something to corporations that this is a firm to be reckoned with. It's not the size of the verdict that's so important. It's the change that we hope to bring about.
Bordas and Bordas, fighting for justice. With North American headquarters in Pittsburgh, Covestro is the proud new official innovation partner of the Penguins. Covestro is a global leader in developing high-tech materials which are transformed into sustainable solutions. Its products are used to make cars lighter and buildings more energy efficient. Through its new partnership with the Penguins, Covestro is collaborating to help rethink the rink. The company is pushing boundaries in hockey, exploring how material solutions can impact the safety of the game without impacting how it's played. More information at covestro.us/innovation scores.
Construction specializes in a variety of construction services throughout Western Pennsylvania. As your general contractor or project management partner, you can trust Pitcom to be on schedule and on budget. Pitcom superintendents oversee every phase of your project, ensuring quality work and accountability. So if office, retail, or facility renovation is in your future, make the call to Pitcom, the official commercial construction company of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
You're listening to the National Hockey League live on Sirius XM Radio.
Now it's time for the second period recap, brought to you by Shine Eagle and Snapple. Now back to the Penguins Radio Network.
And welcome into our second intermission report, where the Penguins are now trailing the visiting Montreal Canadiens 4-1 after 40 minutes of play here at pt.2 Arena. Brian Metzer back with you, and let's take a look at that second 20 minutes of action. Penguins did sort of get their legs going a little bit late in that period, and they got that one goal that I'll tell you about in a moment. But unfortunately, prior to that, it was pretty much all Montreal Canadiens. One good moment early on was following a Paul Byron goal, his second of the night. This guy, I always tell you what kind of player he can be, and he showed it again. He worked hard in front of the net. He had a good look at Matt Murray. Didn't take advantage of that one, but he got two for a buck and put the second one by the Penguins netminder, Max Domi, and Lehkonen on the assist for that one. But then the Penguins had themselves a power play opportunity. Joel Armia takes advantage of it shorthanded. Byron with an assist, Jeff Petrie with the other assist. Unfortunately, it was Evgeny Malkin and Phil Kessel back defensively. I don't know if they considered the play one that was going to be broken up easily, or if they were going to drive Byron off the wall or something like that. But he was able to feather a pass through, and Joel Armia put it past Matt Murray, and it was 4-0 at that point. But the Pittsburgh Penguins, as I said, got themselves going a little bit. Riley Sheahan was able to cash in at 17-10, and it was a play that Daniel Sprong started things off. He made a little nice read on the wall, made a spin move, put the pass back to Chris Letang, who feathered a wrister in where Matt Cullen was able to tip it into space, where Riley Sheahan really worked hard to get to the rebound and dump it in behind Carey Price. Following that, Brian Rust had himself an opportunity shorthanded. He wasn't able to cash in, but you feel like you could build on this. You get one behind Price, you're feeling a little bit better about your game, and we'll see if the Penguins can take advantage. Phil Kessel did hit the post early in the period, but he wasn't able to score because we are just sitting there at 1 goal for the Penguins. When we come back, it is time to tweet the old 2-9er. Get in on it. Tweet us at Penguins Live. We'll get Forky's answers next on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
This is the S&T Bank second period instant radio replay. Brought to you by S&T Bank, proud presenting sponsor of the Penguins Radio Network.
Penguins come back in, looking for more. Daniel Strong with the left point of the tag. Shoots that puck. That's a good save. Rebound score. There's Stan with the Penguins' first goal of the night. And the Penguins make it 4-1. Larry Shahan camped out in front with that 6'3" frame.
Whatever you're getting ready for, come into Supercuts. Our stylists pay attention to every detail so you get the haircut you want. And with our signature hot towel finish, you'll walk out clean, sharp, and not just ready, but super ready. Supercuts. Check in with our mobile app or at supercuts.com.
Every time the Pittsburgh Penguins take the ice, they're tough. Not just on their opponents, they're tough on board, tough on goals. And when the excitement builds into the 90 decibel zone and vibrates through the house, it's tough on the whole arena. From the goals to the handrails, all the way to the rafters. That's why the Penguins' home, PPG Paint's arena, is protected with PPG paint. Because it has to be tough and durable. PPG, the official paint of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Bring on the season of hard work, of sacrifice, and of relentless competition. Because it was champions that inspired the all-new 2019 Ram 1500. The official truck of the Pittsburgh Penguins, to never grow complacent or settle for anything short of greatness, making it the most capable and strongest Ram 1500 yet. Give it boundaries, it will break them. Opposition, it will shake them. With best-in-class VA towing and a payload capable of shouldering almost any undertaking. Like all champions, Ram is backed by a long-standing fan base as America's most loyal half-ton pickup owners. The all-new 2019 Ram 1500, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Class based on light-duty pickups. According to IHS Market U.S. owner loyalty analysis of the non-luxury half-ton pickup segment, Ram 1500 had the greatest percentage of owners who returned to market and purchased at least another Ram 1500 in the 2017 model year. Ram is a registered trademark of FCA US LLC.
Hockey season is just beginning, but there's already a favorite for the championship. The Penguin Smoothie from Sheets. The Penguin Smoothie is a hat trick of tea delicious with toasted marshmallow, chocolate, and peanut butter sauce. They hit the ice, and we blend them smooth into a mouthful of flavor you don't need a mouthful of teeth to enjoy. Top it off with sweet whipped cream and chocolate drizzle for the perfect power play on your taste buds. Rush out and grab a Penguin Smoothie from Sheets today, because you miss 100% of the delicious you'd never drink. Sheets run and done.
You're listening to the National Hockey League live on Sirius XM Radio.
Now it's time to tweet the old 2-9er. Follow us at Penguins Live and send a message to #PenguinsLive. Now back to the Penguins Radio Network.
And welcome back into our second intermission report, where the Penguins are trailing the Canadiens 4-1 after 2 periods of play. But now on to some fun things. It's time to tweet the old 2-9er, which is brought to you by Edgar Snyder and Associates. Porky, your first question tonight comes in from Mike. He said, what's going on with the guys here? It seems like they no-showed. Is that more the Penguins not performing, and how much credit gogoes to Montreal?
Well, first of all, you have to give some credit to Montreal. That was incredibly disrespectful because they're working their tails off. Are they a better hockey team than the Pittsburgh Penguins? No. But they're playing like they are. They're playing with confidence. They're faster than the Penguins. They're outworking the Penguins. And if I heard an analyst saying that about me as a player, I'd be pretty ticked off. And you should be ticked off right now because for the most part, the Penguins, I don't think they respect the Montreal Canadiens. They think this is going to be a cakewalk.
Yep.
This guy's swooping and parking lot turns and not stopping and starting. There's no urgency. There's no detail to the Penguins game. That's the reality. If you want me to sugarcoat it, I'll put a big bow on it and whipped cream. But the reality is the Penguins getting outworked by a bunch of young kids, 22, 23 years old.
Yeah, and Porky, is that just not being ready? You're still in like a summer mindset? Is that what that is?
That's exactly what it is. It's urgency. It's a mindset. And don't tell me that Mike Sullivan doesn't come into that locker locker room and prepare these guys. But something happens when you walk out of that room and your blades touch the ice. That message was not absorbed by a few players.
Yeah.
That they think that because there's no real superstars out there on the ice, besides probably a Carey Price, they're just going to have a little walk in the park here and get 2 easy points. Not so fast. This game isn't over yet, though, Mets. There's a lot of time left, and that one goal by Riley Sheahan maybe might have sparked something.
Yeah, I hope it definitely does. James and Penzer, your daddy, they wanted your thoughts on Matt Murray's start. They haven't been super impressed. Is that him trying to adjust his game?
I'm not super impressed either.
Yeah,
he's got to be better.
Yeah, I agree.
He's got to be a lot better. He's had, 10 goals against in 2 games here. And some of them you just kind of shake your head at. So Matt Murray can be a lot better. That's Captain Obvious right there. But the reality is we need some big saves. He's got to shut the door. I mean, nothing wrong with him standing up in the locker room and saying, right now, that's it. That's all they get. They're not getting any more. Go get me 3 more, boys, and we'll win this game in overtime. And put his foot down and say, that's enough is enough. Because he's not playing even close to his capabilities.
No, he's not. We just wanted to give a quick shout out to Devin, who checked in a couple of different times.
Yeah.
He said he's listening, and Yager was his favorite player.
Oh, there you go.
So
hello to Devin.
Yeah, hello, Devin. Thanks for this, Ford.
All right, pal.
That is the old 2-9er. Tweet him every second intermission at Penguins Live, and it's brought to you by Edgar Snyder and Associates. When we come back, some news and notes from around the league right here on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
SchultzFord.com.
Still working. Yeehaw! No, save it. SchultzFord.com.
Off, face wash, hip check, stick check, forecheck, and back check. We deliver every slap shot, snapshot, wrist shot, and backhand. Every chest save, glove save, stick save, and kick save. We deliver every deep, dangle, head fake, and shake and bake, and every breakaway, buzzer-beating, game-winning goal. For award-winning hockey coverage, in print, online, or on your mobile device, nobody delivers like the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette.
If you're not using the red key, you're probably using the wrong bank. And you're probably not making the progress you should be financially. So how's this for a start? Open the KeyBank hassle-free account and we'll give you $100 with a qualifying direct deposit. There are no monthly service charges, no minimum balance fees, and no overdraft fees. Begin making financial progress. Use the red key. Only at KeyBank. Offer details at key.com/get100 or your local branch. Member FDIC.
I've been in the union for 42 years. They manage my pension fund, healthcare fund. It's a total package.
I don't know where I'll be at if it wasn't for the operating engineers. I was just working at a grocery store, make a minimum wage. Being in a union, it's like being in a brother or sisterhood.
I'm Jim, and I'm an operating engineer, and I helped build this great city of Pittsburgh.
66, raising the standard of living for all labor. Get started at iuoe66.org.
The Vault unlocked. 20 years of Penguins hockey history uncovered. From the era of Mario Lemieux to the recent back-to-back Stanley Cup championships, authentic locker room nameplates are now on sale to support the Penguins Foundation. Visit PittsburghPenguinsFoundation.org/vault to view one-of-a-kind sets of locker room nameplates from the last 20 years. Fan favorites, forgotten names, and more await. Visit PittsburghPenguinsFoundation.org/vault to order your set and to hold a piece of Penguins history in your hands forever.
Toyota's big event is on with incredible model year-end deals on cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now take 1,000 cash back from Toyota on a stylish new 2018 Camry or an off-road 4Runner, a spacious Highlander with $1,750 cash back, an adventure-ready RAV4 or Sienna with $3,000 cash back, or a rugged Tacoma with $1,500 total cash allowance. Instant cash back or apply toward down payment. Bonus cash is applied to down payment. Tacoma and 4Runner excludes CRV Pro. See your dealer for details. Hurry! Toyota's big event ends October 31st. Toyota, let's go places.
You're listening to the National Hockey League live on Sirius XM.
Let's check in with the news, notes, and scores from the rest of the NHL. Brought to you by Verizon. A better network keeps you connected to the Penguins all season long. Verizon. Now back to the Penguins Radio Network.
And welcome back into our second intermission where the Penguins trail the Canadiens 4-1. Can they build on that one? Mike and Phil will let you know here upcoming with third period action on the Penguins Radio Network presented by S&T Bank.
2 men sit in a car dealership. Pleasantries are exchanged, hands shake, pens sign, wheels spin. In the blink of an eye, one man buys a car, but neither man sold one. What happened? Lexus Plus. Negotiation-free pricing with a single point of contact. It's car buying, not selling. Experience Lexus Plus. See Lexus of North Hills and Warwick Lexus.
The biggest names in the NFL all stop by Late Hits.
We were joined by Rams running back Todd Gurley, who talked about playing for head coach Sean McVay.
It surprises me every week, honestly. You know, when we come in, he just has the game plan. We just look at each other and just get to smiling and get excited. He's a great coach. You know, he's super excited for the new install every week. And when it comes, you know, we just all believe it because we've seen it. We do it every Sunday.
Hear Late Hits, weeknights from 7 to 11 p.m. Eastern, only on SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88. Pac-12 Today provides the latest news around the Conference of Champions.
I love watching Oregon Ducks football right now. Against Stanford, they proved physically they're ready to go. Against the Cal Bears, they proved they're mentally ready to go. Justin Herbert playing at a high level.
Herbert, snap, play action to throw. Looks, got him, catch, touchdown!
Can't wait to see them play UW in 2 weeks.
For the latest in the conference, tune in weekdays 3 to 6 Pacific on Channel 373 and on the SiriusXM app.
Hi, this is Joel Osteen. SiriusXM brings you an exclusive town hall. I'll show you how to break barriers of the past and get ready for the new things God has in store. Showing Joel and Victoria live with host Kathy Lee Gifford. Recognize any barrier that's holding you back so you can rise higher and become all you were created to be. The Joel and Victoria Osteen Town Hall. Hear replays throughout the week
on Joel Osteen Radio, Sirius XM 128.
You're listening to the National Hockey League live on Sirius XM Radio.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
NHL play-by-play on SiriusXM.
Rush shot, Franklin, onside! Nathan Hook!
Don't miss a second of the action.
The Pittsburgh Penguins Radio Network is presented by S&T Bank and is proudly brought to you by Operating Engineers Local 66. Learn what union. Contact the Operating Engineers Local 66 today. Key Bank, official retail bank of the Pittsburgh Penguins. By Barrel Automotive. By Vector Security. By the Milkshake Factory, now available at PPG Paints Arena. By Coors Light, official partner of the Pittsburgh Penguins. By Giant Eagle, official supermarket that feeds Penguins Nation. By 7-Up, do more with 7-Up. By the Toyota RAV4, official SUV of the Penguins. By Waste Management, making a greener Pittsburgh. By Rivers Casino, Pittsburgh's entertainment destination. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Now, from the 84 Lumber broadcast booth, here's Mike Lang and Phil Bourne.
All right, third period face-off brought to you by number 1 Conklin. Penguins short-handed for 9 seconds to begin the third. In the penalty box, Colonel Hagler went off for slashing. The Canadiens forced to their own end. That's just about through the time. Hagler's ready to come on, and he does. The Canadiens marching through their own end, and up to Paul Byron with a 3-point night. Including 2 goals to the left side. Gulson. He had a man go streaking on the right side. It's deflected away, and the Penguins come roaming 4 men strong to center. Crosby faces the attack. Tried to put it in front for Hornquist. That was denied. Here's Letang with it, put it back in front of the net, and the Canadiens again force it back into the near corner. It'll pop free, and the Canadiens have it. Byron, the left-handed shooting forward, ripping into the Pens end behind Murray, who came into this game with a goals against average of 5.80 for the Pens. But that was not the worst in the league. The worst in the league is 10 goals per game.
That's Flower?
Yes. So Matt Murray and Flower, Mark Andre both leading the league in the goals against average.
Start for the Vegas Golden Knights against the Philadelphia Flyers the other night.
Pass turned away towards the Canadiens line. The Penguins break up that maneuver. Now it's forced back to Penguin ice, and the Pens going to a line change here as the Tang shuffles it over to Jack Johnson. Letang and Johnson playing together at the moment. Letang steps off. Simone can't penetrate the blue line. Forced back again of the Penguins. Johnson up off the wood. Russ now plays it back, and now the left wing pass comes over to Brassard. A slap shot off a stick to one of the Canadiens and into the netting.
Let me give you something positive to kind of chew on here. The Penguins are down 4-1. Penguins have won 5 straight games against the Montreal Canadiens. And in those 5 games, they have outscored the Habs in third periods 8-1.
I'll tell you the most startling fact that I looked at through the first 2 periods. And one of the reasons why the Canadiens lead at 4-1, they have not had one giveaway the entire night. Not one. And that's an impressive number for a very young team. Druid now drags it into the Penguins' end. The Penguins on him. Got to be careful, close to a penalty. Holy Manna had him tied up. Simone working those skates, trying to get it free. And the Canadiens just lay it to the left wing corner and hurry to the bench for a change. 10 gone in period number 3. Lead pass strong, too hard off his shin pads. And corrals it. Can't get it to anybody. Schultz ups the cause. Directed up into the Canadiens' end, near side. Mike Riley couldn't clear. Schultz to Collins. Fan on his shot. He's on his knees, though. Plays the puck towards the net. Intercepted here by Riley. Puts it up in the air, and the Penguins stop it again. Here they come. Strong gets a half a step, comes in and shoots it towards the net off the stick of Carey Price. And goes back to the Canadiens and Andrew Shaw. I think put it into the Penguins' end. It's going to be an icy call against Montreal. Canadiens just looking here early in the period, working short shifts.
Really short.
Bang, 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 go.
Barely 30 seconds. I'm talking some of the shifts here, and you're right, we're only almost 3 minutes in. But yes, I've noticed that also. 20, 25 seconds, and they're flipping them.
Matthew Becker losing the draw. The Penguins gets on the slot, shoots it right off the iron. Got the crossbar, it appeared. And Houdon able to spin it back to center. A collision with one of the Penguins, just an inadvertent one. Gensel goes flying to the ice, and he's stunned a bit. Picked up by Dumoulin. Works it over now to Patrick Hornquist. He goes left point. Dumoulin sweep it towards the net, misfires. On the near side, Letang hustles. Letang skates across to the center point, over to Hornquist. A turning shot. That doesn't get to the net. Letang back to the left side of Crosby. Sets up Dumoulin. Side steps. Lehkonen. Back to Letang. He goes near side in front. Set up for Hornquist on a pass by Gensel. And he kind of fanned on it and went trickling wide of the net. Canadiens take that puck and slam it back to center. Another change of lines here for Montreal. Penguins, this line's been out a while. Gensel. And he drags himself to the bench. So does Crosby. Canadiens spot the puck and Lehkonen down the left side to Max Domi. Rooms in behind the Penguins net. Sets the play up right side and Petrie with a shot. That's going to be blocked. Penguins with a headman pass. And Price is going to play it. And the puck lifted by the Canadiens towards the Penguin zone. Pittsburgh back on it. Lead pass for Kessel behind it. And Domi again slides it into the Penguin near corner. 15:45 left in the third period. 4-1 Montreal. Now come the Penguins. And they lose the puck. And Tatar shooting that biscuit. Comes off the side of the Penguins net in the left wing circle. Gets up back in behind the goal. Johnson takes a stab at it. Still loose. And the Canadiens get it. They center for Tatar. Blocked off for the Pens. And finally, Hagelin comes over to support. The Penguins will cool off as the Canadiens hurry to the bench again for another change. Penguins want to make one also. They need goals right now. They're down 4-1. And here is Justin Schultz, Penguin defenseman. Up to center, off the stick of Rust, who trickles in on Carey Price. And the netminder of the Canadiens comes up and squeezes that puck for a stoppage in play.
2 pucks off the iron late in the second period is Phil Kessel that beat Price clean to the blocker off the iron. And this last time it was Jake Gensel, the birthday boy, who turns 24 today. Again, beat Price to the blocker side, but could not beat the post.
It's Jake's birthday today?
Jake Gensel, 24 today.
And it's also somebody else's birthday. Is it today?
It's not today.
No?
No.
Okay. It's coming up?
Yes, it's around the corner.
Oh, around the corner.
Yes.
Oh, I know a place. I used to go there. All around the corner. It's the truth, Gordon.
That's great.
It is.
Oh, that sounds like a place you would hang out.
Yes,
What's the name of that place?
Around
the corner. Oh, that's great. Did they have blues music?
Just been sold. Yes, they did.
All right.
Here, right in front of the Penguins, had a quick shot right on. The young rookie. Canemi just had an opportunity there to make it a 5-1 game, but a good stop by Murray.
Big save by Murray there with the right pad. Great patience by Murray.
Canemi, of course, is under the guise of being 18 and first year. And he has the luxury of the 10 games he can play to see what the team wants to do with him, put him in his entry level fully, and it comes over to Houdon, and Houdon shoots it towards the net, and that's going to be stopped by Matt Murray, long-range shot.
Yeah, the Penguins have had a couple players kind of go through that. Daniel Sprong most recently. Jordan Sprong play your 10th game, you burn the first year of your entry level. But if you play your 40th game, you then burn a year of unrestricted free agency. So there's two levels for those young players coming into the league.
It's interesting because he is not the youngest player to play for the Canadiens. I'll tell you that story. He is actually tied for second with Claude Lemieux.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good
first,
one.
Man. Wow. First, the youngest player to play for the Canadiens. And there's no way that I had to call that game because it was his first. I'm pretty sure it was his first game. He was called up from Sherbrooke. The year was Mario Tremblay.
Wow.
He and Doug Risebrough came up to play against the Penguins at the Old Forum. So I may have called that game where he played in his first game. I get a stoppage in play, 13:44 to go. On an offside call, we'll be back. Canadiens 4, Pittsburgh 1 on the Penguins Hockey Network, all presented by S&T Bank.
This week, the 2018-2019 PGA Tour season tees off with a Safeway Open from the North Course at Silverado Resort and Spa in. Coverage begins Thursday and Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, then at 4 o'clock over the weekend. You can always listen free on a computer or mobile device at pgatour.com/live audio, by the tour's official iPhone, iPad, and Android apps, and even Amazon Alexa.
Peter Burns and Chris Doring kick off the SEC conversation.
We use that finding the identity term, and I think there's a lot of teams in the conference right now that are really trying to figure out their identity. And this is about the time we need to figure out which teams are really contenders this year and which ones are maybe overvalued in the preseason.
Join SEC This Morning, weekdays starting at 7 a.m. Eastern. Your home for non-stop SEC talk is SiriusXM SEC Radio 374 and on the SiriusXM app.
The ultimate family-friendly concert experience is coming to a city near you. It's Kids Bop Live, an all-new Kids Bop show, live and in person for 2018. Don't miss out. Go to Ticketmaster.com for tickets, times, and dates. Presented by Dollar Car Rental. Can't wait to see you there. Kids Bop Live, powered by Kids Bop Radio on SiriusXM.
You're listening to the National Hockey League live on SiriusXM Radio.
Crowd giving Chris Letang an ovation for setting a new Penguin record for the most points ever by a defenseman, 441. Surpassing Paul Coffey.
Yeah, this is game number 684 for Tanger. Paul Coffey did it in 331 games. And also, Mikey, that keeps the streak going that a defenseman has been on the score sheet for all 8 goals the Penguins have scored this season.
Fans in their own territory right now. And Max Domi. They go to the point. The Penguins have the man covered there. Gensel. And a stoppage in play here.
Hand pass.
Hand pass called. A nice toss play. Here's one more question for you, boy.
Give it to me.
And you can eliminate one sport, I think, pretty easily. The 4 major sports. The team that has won the most championships. Canadians have won 24. I won't tell you the other sports. But you know the Steelers won, 6, right? Yeah. So that's a high water mark, I mean, for the Super Bowls. Right. Now, if you take championships included, you'd never get to the to the number where the number 3 team is, okay?
Number 3.
So you've got 2 left. You've got 2 left, baseball and basketball and hockey. So tell me what team and what sport? The Canadians should be right there.
Yeah, well, I got to go Yankees in baseball.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay. And basketball? The reason I brought it up is because you're from this area. You're from the area.
I have to go Celtics.
Yes, it would really be. So I'll read you the numbers here in a moment. Sheahan driving the puck into the Canadiens' end. Penguins still looking for a spark here. They've got time. And the firepower. Here's Matt Cullen. Wheel and deal from the near side to the right point to Jack Johnson on to Willie Matta. I think he tried to make a pass to Strong in around the net or Sheahan. Canadians cut that off and they floated towards the Penguins' zone. It'll be an icing call. The Canadians have won 24, and they held that mark for a long time until the Yankees went ahead of them in 99 or 2000. Now the Yankees have 27. So they're 3 up on the Canadians, who haven't won a cup now in 25 years. And for the Boston Celtics, their championship's 17. So that's how it plays out. The Yankees are the kings.
Wow. And they're back in the playoffs again. But they got to face them Red Sox, baby.
They're winning tonight, too.
Are they?
Yeah. Tony against Crosby. Face-off win here by the Pens, and another direction towards the net. Off a sticking out of play. Canadians have had their body in front of shots.
Yeah.
Continually and sticks. They've done a good job. They've had 16, through 2 periods, 16 block shots. And Crosby wins again. Alexiak at the left point. Sneaking in behind the net. Trickles here to the near corner. And the Canadians get to that loose puck first. Thomas Tatar. Out for Jordy Van. Hits the Penguins blue line. Shoots it down quickly around the boards to the left wing board side. And Tatar gets chased forward. He's the man on the puck. To the left point. A shot on the way. Ouellette off the pad of Murray. And the puck forced back to center by Pittsburgh. And Deneau. Canadians follow suit. They'll be making a quick change here. And it's Ouellette. Ouellette now moves to the left side of the Penguins end. A shot by Tatar from 63 feet away. Stopped by Murray's glove. And that takes the action on the ice out of consideration. There'll be a face-off here in Pittsburgh territory.
There is lots of time left, Mikey, but the time is... the sand is going through the hourglass, so to speak. 12:02 left. Penguins down by 3. 3 minutes ago, Jake Gensel put one off the post. That would have really been a boost for them to make it a 2-goal game. But I'd like to see a big push here by the Penguins. Try to get one by the 10-minute mark, and then you can go all in. Try to get back in this hockey game. Heads up.
Right back to play, and the puck taken to center ice by the Penguins off the stick of Dominic Simon. Well, if you're a Canadian fan, at least at this point of this game, you played the Toronto Maple Leafs and Austin Matthews and John Tavares to begin the season. Now you come in here with Malkin and Crosby, and you make a pretty good showing for yourself. I mean, so they outshot the Leafs by 10 in that game on Wednesday night. And they got the lead here, 21-19 in shots. The more impressive to me was the fact that they have no giveaways at all. For a young team, that's unusual. And Pittsburgh trying to solve the dilemma. They're on the move. Left side, Simon. Crushed on the play. Off the puck he goes. Russ follows on. He's trying to make an effort. Back to the left point. Off the stick of Dumoulin and sails back to center red. It takes that puck and just guides it into the Penguins zone. Tick, 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 the Canadians. Yeah, they're quick change. It's Russ to center. On to the left wing. Broussard going to set it back up for Simon going to the net, but it's just a bit behind him. And the Canadians again blast it back towards Penguin territory. An icing call against Montreal.
This might surprise you, Mikey. The Penguins have had some offensive zone time. You had the Genson chance. But can you take a guess on how many shots the Penguins have in the third period?
Not a whole lot.
How about 0?
Yeah.
No shots on goal.
Okay.
We're almost 9 minutes into the third period. The Penguins being outshot 6-0. And they're down by 3. That doesn't register in my mind.
Yeah.
With all the offensive talent that they have.
Malkin out here. Hagman has to handle the face-off. Malkin was waved out. He does win it. Goes to Jack Jensen. He puts it to the net. Off the pad of Carey Price. He stands in the net at 6'3". But again, the Penguin ice. No icing here. Johnson, a buried pass that Petrie takes from center. And just plays it lazily right back in. Change up again. Julian really turning the truth over. Canadians intercept the pass into the Canadian zone. And they're off to the races. And on the move it is Thomas Tatar. Drop pass. Roulette shoots it to the net. It's held on to by Matt Murray. That was a guy that the Detroit Red Wings really thought pretty high of.
Yeah, they did.
But it just did not work out for him. And the Red Wings are now in a pretty good position. They've got some good young defensemen still. They can't sign them all and keep them. So it afforded the opportunity for Roulette to come to Montreal. And I think he'll play fairly well there for them.
I tell you, the way the Habs are playing with the lead it's just impressive, Mikey. They're not in a shell. They're just playing the same way they played in the first period as they are in the third period with a 3-goal lead.
Well, we've seen Claude Julien's teams before, and this is reminiscent of teams that we've seen play against the Penguins. And from center, it's Oleksiak trying to get it in deep. Go to the near corner. Strong went after it. He got bumped. And the Canadians now with Matthew Beckett getting the puck ahead. Kotkaniemi between the circles, no white shirt there. But the Canadians pursue the puck and move on again. Putting pressure on. Scoops it up behind the net. Wraparound try, scores. Charles Hudon from behind the net gives the Canadians their 5th goal. 5-1 Montreal with 9:52 to go in the third.
Oh, boy. That can't happen. That's not a great... He had absolutely no play at all around the net. He was being squeezed off by Jamie Oleksiak. And maybe Oleksiak gets in there and maybe helps this puck. But Matt Murray was not real quick going from right post to left post. He wasn't tight up against the left post. So whether it goes off the stick of Jamie Oleksiak or not, Matt Murray wasn't there. And I don't think it does go off Oleksiak. I think it goes off the left skate of Matt Murray as I said, he was a little slow going from one post to the other. And Hudon just jams it in there, 5-1 half.
Yeah, Philip Deneau digging for more here in the Penguins end. Crosby and company. The puck ends up going to the right wing corner. And the Canadians, Thomas Tatar gets there quickly. It clears. The Penguins force it back in. There's kind of a buzz in the crowd right now. The Penguins 5-1 lead, and here comes Deneau. Scooting to the Penguin line. And out come the Penguins. Letang. They were down the only Penguin goal. Finally to Dominic Simone, and he can't get the puck to Brassard. Again with the puck for Montreal. Canadians, Druid calls for somebody to replace him. He puts it back into the Montreal zone. The Penguins finally come to challenge him. But Montreal, with the pass, avoids any pressure. And Paul Byron just pulls back. 8:20 to go in third period action. 5-1 Montreal. Rammed hard to the Penguins' end by Montreal. And the Penguins do it. And Simone. Left wing pass, the Penguins on the move, and here they come. And Jake Brassard, shut down. And the Canadians have the puck again. They give it away this time. Here's Kessel shooting. And that's going to be up and out of play. 8 minutes left. Here in the third. Carey Price has that puck in his glove. And it's 5-1 Montreal on the Penguins Hockey Network, all presented by S&T Bank.
When I'm calling the plays for the Pens, I have a great team around me in the booth and a world-class team on the ice. When you're planning for the future, you also need to surround yourself with the right players. Heffron Tillotson is a local family-owned financial planning firm that's been in business for 70 years. They're experts, and they care. Like I always say, to live the dream, it takes a team. Get Heffron Tillotson on your line by visiting Heffron.com today. Member SIPC.
We get it. You want funds for a vacation without the frustration, or the money for a wraparound porch without the runaround process. Whatever your plans, a home equity line of credit from First National Bank makes it easier with a simple application and some of the lowest rates around. So you get a great deal without the ordeal. Get started at your local First National Bank branch or visit us at fnb-online.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 766529.
Hey Penguins fans, put some flavor in your season with Snapple. Here at Snapple, we are serious about flavor. Snapple's got tasty tea and real fruit flavors, all mixed to perfection. So try some of our favorite flavors, including peach tea, diet peach tea, or Snapple apple tea at your local retailer. Tea and juice sponsor of your Pittsburgh Penguins. Put some flavor in your break. Make time for Snapple.
You're listening to the National Hockey League live on Sirius XM Radio.
Fans follow former Penguins. Simon Debray was given an opportunity for a tryout with the Canadiens. Made the roster, and he's down on the ball right now. He's playing for the American Hockey League team there. Played last year at the Slovakian team in the KHL, the Russian league. Max Domi against Evgeny Malkin. Penguins control the puck. Left side pass. Alexiev shooting. But it's held on to by Price, who squeezes with a left paw. Who comes up with that puck?
Now, these two teams will get it on a week from tonight in Montreal.
Yeah.
There'll be one more game for each. Both teams play next Thursday. Penguins will have Marc-Andre Fleury and the Vegas Golden Knights here, while the LA Kings will invade the Bell Center in downtown Montreal.
Yeah. That'll be that big celebration of their cup win in 1993. The year the Penguins certainly, by all rights, thought that they should have won the third cup in a row. Swept right towards the Penguins net. Net deflected off to the right side. It will go. Jordy Bent up near side. Right. Got it up high, right to the mask area of Matt Murray, and he squeezes again for a faceoff. 7:31 left. Just to know that the world is not completely crazy, Borky. You know, it's going to be 80-something here tomorrow. It was 80 in the 80s today. Yeah. It snowed yesterday in Winnipeg. Just so you know that there is some reality left in life.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Enjoy the warmth now.
And here are the Canadiens again with a face-off win. Bruin has been quiet, sets it up. Juleson with a slapper. That comes off Murray's stick. And jammed around to the near corner. Put in behind the net. There's Gallagher again, keeping those legs moving. The Penguins pry it free from him, and now they rush back. Daniel Sprong to the left side of Riley Sheahan. 7 minutes and 5 seconds left here in regulation. 5-1 Montreal. Kick that by Sheahan on the Canadiens' end to the left wing corner. Sprong is tumbled to the ice. He went to play it. Montreal gets the puck back. This time they can't clear. Gallagher looks for an avenue. Behind the goal again. Still chopped away to the near corner. And Dumoulin and deep. Canadiens intercept that pass, but they cannot get it out. Hard work here by the Penguins in an effort to try and keep the Canadiens pinned in, but they do get free, and Juleson comes to center. Spots that opening and shoots it up across center red into the Penguin zone. Change them up. 6:20 to go. 5-1 Montreal. And that's a car. Roams right back into the Penguins' end. Panorama move, turns, shoots it off the blocker glove of Murray. Murray puts it in front. That puck's loose.
As far as work ethic.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, they don't really have a star player besides Carey Price. I mentioned Shea Weber is their captain this year. Is out at least till probably December. And they roll 4 lines. They've got some skill, obviously. But the speed, the tenacity, the work ethic, the relentlessness is all on display here.
Face-off here to the left of Matt Murray. Andrew Shaw, false face-off. Is he going to be waved out?
Shaw's out.
And Niemi will be the face-off participant. Broussard pulled it back in the Penguins' control. That's probably the toughest thing for him to get used to in an early part of his NHL career, face-offs.
Yeah, for sure.
The youngster.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's facing the best in the world. They know how to cheat every possible way there is.
You're right, and then also learning the linesman.
Absolutely. And it's clear this time an icing call against Pittsburgh with 5:38 left.
Yeah, every good center has almost a mental Rolodex of each linesman and what their habits are. When you form a relationship with that linesman, then maybe you're a little nicer to him than some of the other centers. He maybe allows you to get that little bit of a cheat in there with the stick or skates.
There's no question. And Sidney Crosby brought that up in the first couple of years when we talked to him about face-off. He said, well, I don't even really know the linesman yet. So, and he made it a point, as you know, he knows a lot of people. Kind of like you, Borky. He knows a lot of people. Paul Byron. Star of the night for the Canadiens. A couple of goals and a helper. 5-1 advantage, and they shoot wide of the net from the left side. That misses. Goes to Ben at the right side. Gets it back in behind the net. Montreal there again to fight for it. Dominic Simon gets to it. He got bumped, but keeps on going. Couldn't play it out. Ben keeps it in, right point area for Montreal. Jordy Brent. Ben out of the corner. Centering pass. Stopped by the Penguins, and they just have to gladly play it to center. And now Rust falling down has to play it back into his own end to be able to get off. That's the kind of dominating shift the Canadiens had on that last play. Penguins just didn't have anything left in the tank to pull forward. To the right point, it's Schultz shooting the puck, and off balance was Price after a collision with Hagelin, but it went wide of the goal on the glove hand side. Picked up here on the near boards by Kessel. Goes to Malkin. Sneaking around to Carl Hagelin of the Penguins. He's on the left point corner. Drop pass for Kessel. Looking back for Malkin. They get him covered. And they pick it off, the Canadiens. And they push it up to the Penguins' end. 4:10 to go. Third period, 5-1 Montreal. And Justin Schultz waiting for his troops to join the parade. From his own end, goes to Alexiak. Pass won't get to the stick of Cullen. And the Canadiens again forced to play. And out of play. A diving effort by Houdon. Puts the puck into the Penguin bench. 3-5-2. Time left. Third period. The Canadiens lead Pittsburgh 5-1. We'll be back in a moment on the Pittsburgh Penguins Hockey Network, all presented by S&T Bank.
Every NFL game is on Sirius XM. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, it's an AFC showdown when the Jaguars visit the Chiefs. Catch the Jaguars broadcast on Sirius 94 XM 384, or the Chiefs broadcast on Sirius 82 XM 227. Also at 1 p.m. Eastern, the Falcons visit the Steelers. Enjoy the Falcons call on Sirius 113 XM 386, or the Steelers broadcast on Sirius 105 XM 232. And streaming on your phone and on Sirius XM connected devices and speakers.
As states have begun the legalization of sports gambling, the entire sports landscape is changing.
I think we're going to see more and more states fall in line, and this gets legalized across probably all 50 states.
And so is the way you listen to Sports Talk Radio. I'm Brett Musburger. And on the Vegas Stats and Information Network, we follow the money and the game. It's sports talk you can bet on. So check out VSiN. Odds are you're going to like what you hear on channel 204 and streaming on your phone or at home on Sirius XM connected devices and speakers.
Hey, college nuts.
Sirius Radio is your home for the coaches.
Dabo Sweeney.
This time last spring, I'm like, well, I'm glad we don't play till September. This spring, I'm like, I wish we played this Saturday.
The decision makers.
Having an attitude of respecting the past and embracing the future.
And non-stop talk about the Atlantic Coast Conference with Mark Packer and the voice of the ACC, Wes Durham in the morning, and Chris Matola, Jack Collinsworth, the channel where we bring our A game.
Sirius XM. ACC Radio, Channel 371.
You're listening to the National Hockey League live on Sirius XM.
Well, we take it on down here with 3:52 left in regulation. Pens into Vegas. Golden Knights on Thursday night. will be here. Broadcast time is 7 o'clock. 6 o'clock at the pregame show with Josh Getzoff. And the Canadiens win this faceoff. Penguins had pretty lopsided numbers faceoff-wise in the first two periods. The Canadiens have been better here in the third. Just from an observation. I could be wrong. And Sheahan, still in his own end, leaves it for Jamie Alexia. Outlet it to Matt Cullen, who just a month will be 42 years of age. Try to play it around, and that goes right side to Strong, a wrister. That's blocked by Montreal. Another thing they've done extremely well tonight is block shots. And they allow Hudon to get the puck and push it up in the air back to center. 3:10 left in regulation. Now Pittsburgh turns away. And we'll make a line change here as it'll be Letang back in his own end. Passing for Brian Dumoulin. Gas trying to get it to Hornquist, and away it goes deep into the Canadian zone. And Montreal just very, very quickly gets to the puck. Can't play it out of the area, though, near side. And they do get it ahead now across the blue line. And let's battle it back in. Canadians capture it. And with that, ahead for Armia, they can't keep the puck. But on the near wing of the Penguin zone, it's Tang reaching down to punch it free and get it back to the Canadian strike. Ouellette picks it up, goes to Tatar, and Tatar look for Matthew Pekka. Pass behind him. Penguins come on a counterattack. Jake Ensign try to play it over to Rush, but he can't get it there. And now Matthew Pekka just shoots it ahead of the Penguin zone. Another change for the Canadians. 2:05 to go. Jack Johnson had the puck. He lost it for a moment. But a little support too from Brian Dumoulin. Cross it over to Johnson and outlet it down to Hall. Can't get it to Rust. Canadians again crank it back towards Penguin territory. Broussard, Rust, and Simone. Penguins have done very little line changing at all, if any, in this game. And here's Simone going left side to rolling out a slap shot. Ducking with Price, but went over his head and hit the glass. Comes all the way to the right point to Jack Johnson. Feeds Simone. Simone in front for Rust, right by his stick. Broussard trying to get a shot away. Can't do it. Penalty coming up here. And the Penguins back on the puck. Touch it. It's going to be against the Penguins. It's Broussard.
It's frustration.
Yeah.
Good job by the Habs. You go stick on stick. Because it looked like Broussard was going to have a glorious opportunity to pull the trigger in the high slot. He couldn't get the shot off, and when Gallagher came over and stripped the puck away from Broussard, he reached out with the stick between the legs, hauling down Gallagher, and with 1:15 left, the Habs go to the power play.
Well, there's one strong point. The Penguins end up now with their third short, and they had only 2 penalties against the Caps. But this one pretty much seals it away for the Canadians. They've got the power play. Penguins on a conference penalty kill. The Canadians just killing the clock center ice. They don't need another goal. It's going by Sheahan. Ends up to Dumoulin. They got the puck to Hagelin and just drills it into Montreal territory. Canadians doing with the puck. Don't even move forward. They go back into their own zone for Victor Mete. And Mete finds back Domi. Rolls it in behind the Penguin net. Dumoulin. Play it up and Cullen one right by. Canadians again stop the attack and they lose it to Letang. Comes short-handed to the Canadians in. Drop pass to Rush. Trying to make one too many moves that time. Good stick there by Lehkonen. And Rush keeps possession. Lost it behind the net, however. And with 24 seconds left, they're going to skate it back into his own end. Just let the clock run down. This is smart. You don't need any more goals. Byron to the left side. He has a hat-trick possibility, but He's cut off. 1 second left, and it's it. The final score. As the game ends, Carey Price and the Montreal Canadiens have posted a 5-1 win here in Pittsburgh. And we'll recap the third period and bring you some more on our post-game show. That'll be coming up in just a moment here on the Pittsburgh Penguins Hockey Network, all presented by S&T Bank.
The Pittsburgh Penguins Radio Network has been presented by S&T Bank and brought to you in part by Rivers Casino, Pittsburgh's entertainment destination. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. By your Western Pennsylvania. By Dairy Queen. This is fan food, not fast food. By Coppers. By Berkshire Hathaway Realty. By the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. By S&T Bank, proud sponsor of the Pittsburgh Penguins. By Edgar Snyder and Associates, a law firm representing injured people. By CNX, new energy, new promise. And by Smith's Hot Dogs, proud sponsor of the Penguins and official hot dogs at PPG Paints Arena.
Thank you all for watching.